And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. From last week to this week, it's a two-part episode. This part being the second part. Why? Because V8 is a big engine and Bad Company is a big team. So we had to stretch all the stories across two episodes. And this week you get to hear the second episode. You know, you're chilling with myself, Vic Podal, the lightest white boy on African soil, and you on Spin Sessions.
What's up? The one and only powering an E30 Boxer with a Lexus V8. Salutations, E30 McDaddy V8. That is Scorpus driving Bad Company. You'll know the E30 box shape is full of torque, powered by that V8. He is super aggressive as a driver and as a spinner, and he's delivering it on point with every single 360 turn.
Scorpus rolling with his team, Bad Company.
Now you know, man, here comes what he's known for. The massive stunts.
That's a suicide slide, anti-clockwise. We got two anti-clockwise suicide slides.
It's got a mad supportive crew, one of the best in the business. This is the one and only talented Scorpus, throwing down some serious stunts for his audition.
Man, this is what you gotta love about Bad Company. At any given time, one guy's doing one thing. We got one guy sitting on the sunroof, one guy's jumping through windows, one suicide slide. This is what you gotta love. This is what the crowd loves, man.
Super agile from all corners. That is Scorpus and his crew ripping it up right here for the auditions of Johannesburg. Look at that crazy flip. Scorpus came and stole the show.
30 seconds left. Scorpus and his team.
Scorpus came and stole the show.
Joburg, make some noise for Scorpus.
Ladies and gentlemen, from this weekend, this is what we managed to package from the scenes and the action-filled, tire-popping mayhem that went down this weekend.
Hi everyone, I'm Eddie from Team Prema. I'm here representing one of the crews that's collaborating to host this show, and this man will introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Linux from Team Swazi. I'm here to swim for the Swazi Spin Fest. It's been running for 3 years now. Every year we've been hosting it. It's improving day by day.
We have government currently coming to give it a look and see if it's something that they can help us with in the near future. But so far so good, because we at least got them to come here, so it's progress. It's clearly going the right direction.
From South Africa, we've got 22 teams from South Africa today.
We've got plus minus 10 teams from Swaziland. Since it's a small community, so we still create an upcoming sport, but we got them coming today in their numbers to come support.
All we want to say, we've got a loud message out. Swaziland is a small country, but we say Swazi Spin Fest will be one of the biggest spin shows in Africa soon.
Yeah, I'll second him to that. We're growing slowly, but it's going the right direction.
My name is David Ngampalala, Minister of Sport, Culture and Youth Affairs, and I'm very much honored to see the growth of spinning here at Swatini. So I'm very much excited, and as the Minister for Sport, I will continue supporting this sport because it's a sport that everybody is exciting when you see what is happening today. come in and support this spinning because it's one of the sports that has a number of support here in Swaziland. Although it's not all like football, it's new, but look the support what we have today. We have ministers, we have a lot of companies. So I'm pledging to everyone to come in to support. As a minister, I'll continue to support. You have seen myself jumping in the spinning. Thank you very much.
My name is Mkholis Mabuza. Currently, I'm the mayor of Manzini, of this town. Basically, as a city, we're supporting all initiatives that are being done by all the people of Manzini and all the people of Swaziland. So basically, this is a sport that we're also supporting as the town. Part of our initiative as the municipality of Manzini is to help reduce crime, help reduce drug abuse. So if everyone is involved in sport, they won't be having time to be doing all those bad things. And this sport also helps to keep these young boys and everyone, in fact, to be at school and to be actively involved in any form of activity.
from last week, and we're gonna continue this week. Yes, you know, spin sessions. Last week we had a Bad Company, and obviously they're a big team, so we had to stretch it across 2 episodes. And this week we're bringing you the second part with myself, Vic Podell, Laidas Whiteboy on African soil, and you right here at Spin Sessions. You guys are now this big brand that everybody looks up to, that every promoter wants to book, that every fan wants to be at the pitch when you're throwing stunts. Let's talk about merchandising. You guys are all wearing, you know, Bad Company shirts. You guys on a regular basis on a Thursday night at Wheels and Smoke. Have you started to branch into a business platform in the sense of, okay, are you selling your merchandise? Are you selling your t-shirts? Are you selling posters? Because now, you know, these kids, they want you. They want the poster of you in their bedroom. They want to wear the t-shirts that you're wearing. They want to wear the caps that you are wearing. Have you started going down that road?
We went down that road. Merchandise is expensive.
For sure.
Straight. It's expensive, but we do it. We make t-shirts, we put it out there. We don't do it as much as we can because it's a lot it's a lot for us to do. Considering, don't get it wrong, a month has 4 weekends in it.
Yeah.
We spend 3 weekends.
At least.
At least 3 weekends a month. And there'll be times where we spend 6-7 weeks without being at home. So sometimes we don't have a chance to do that. And also the other thing, Vic, you know, there's a saying, my boss, me, I'm your friend, boss.
Hey, my man.
You know, that thing.
Let me teach you about that. Let me teach you about that. Separate business from friendship, homie. Let me teach you something. Sometimes, from a business point of view, let me give you a tip on air. You have to take a step away from your brand in the sense of let someone else handle your merchandise and possibly your bookings. You almost, you know, in every corporation, you know, when we go look for sponsors, I know I get this all the time. So you're going to go look for a sponsor from a big corporate. It's always a corporate. You know, you'll book an appointment with a receptionist, you'll book an appointment with a meeting, this and that, whatever. You end up going through about 8 meetings or 8 gatekeepers before
the main one
you get to the decision maker. And sometimes, if you're running a brand, that is what you need to do. You need to take a step back and put someone else in charge of, for example, your merchandising or your bookings, because then you separate yourself from bruh, you know, I asked Skoppers for a shirt and he didn't want to give it to me, or Muzi, you know, he was wearing a sweet hat, I asked him, and it disassociates the negative vibe from you not wanting to give free merchandise. And you say, hey, you know what? Hook up, like let's say your lady, my lady handles all merchandising, please, with all due respect, she handles it. If you love what we do, you want to support us and help us be on top of our game, because don't mess around. Every motorsport needs finances. Your car's got to need maintenance. You know, sometimes the promoters can't afford all the travel allowance, so you've got to put out of your own money. You need funding. And if people love what you do, there's nothing wrong with supporting you by buying merchandise. And it's something that they get to keep and take home. So sometimes when you start getting, you know, Skoppers, Muzi, McKinnon, you know, hook us up a shirt, what, you need to take a step back and say, hey guys, with all due respect, if you love what we do, we're not making a big profit off the shirt. The small profit goes into more shirts, and eventually we want to buy a new trailer or whatever. You need to, you know, take a step back.
That's actually like perfect advice for us, because now we know, you know.
No, must.
But on another side, we make merchandise, we give it out, everyone gets it, and they love it.
Yeah.
We have our fan bases where, to be honest, just to put on a map, Bad Company's biggest supporters besides Joburg is where in Jayam?
Bloemfontein.
I'm a bloom.
That is like our home away from home. We our first appearance as Bad Company at a show, being booked to spin it, was in Bloemfontein at a place called Tabanchu, which is about 60 k's away.
Okay.
And from then, we've only received love from them. And I'll put it out there.
So, when it comes to gigs, you guys are booked right all over South Africa, not just South Africa. You guys are now doing international gigs. You've been to Namibia, you've been to Swaziland, you've been to Botswana. Where else have you been?
I've been to
Zimbabwe.
Has been to some. Yeah, we've got 3 places left that we need to go as a team, which would be like Lesotho, Mozambique, and Zimbabwe. Those are only 2 places.
I'm going to hook you up Mozambique. It's in the pipeline, don't you worry. I'll show you Mozambique.
That is what we
I know. I will definitely show Bad Company some worse company.
Hello, Vic's wife. So, from that point of view, you know, we're talking about bookings.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's very tricky in the spinning game, is bookings.
Wow.
Because, boss, you know, money, boss. Promoters think that the minute they have this thing, okay, Bad Company is going to be spinning in Cape Town.
Yeah.
On the 5th of June. then let's say Zimbabwe will phone and say, no, we want you on the same date.
Can't do that.
And they say, no, more money, what?
Can't do that.
We work on principle, Chief.
First come,
We work
first serve, salute.
We work on principle. Yes, it's money involved. We all need money to survive.
For sure.
Cover the cost, all that stuff like that. But we work on principle. So with promoters and stuff, I don't want to have a big ego or whatever. I'm booked a year and a half in advance.
No, I can believe that.
And the way there's so many bookings, we forget that we have to make calendars, we have to do stuff. Sorry, gents, I haven't made our calendar yet.
Can I pause you there?
Yeah,
Can I pause? Don't forget where you're going.
Yeah.
Can I just pause you? Why have you not elevated to the game where you have an agent or manager handling your gigs and your bookings?
just straight on that question, the problem is having someone doing your bookings, doing your gigs. I do all the bookings and the gigs for Bad Company. But the problem is other hosts, other people that wanna have us to come, they're so used to dealing directly with the spinner themselves.
Okay.
They can't accustom themselves to actually being professional, making the message, sending an email, getting a number, saying, okay, sweet, I need to book Bad Company on this day or that day or whatever. So they come straight to the horse's mouth. They come to me and they talk to me directly. And it becomes a lot because you don't really have the time because they phone you at the weird times for shows. People, the rules I have are simple. I don't talk about a show at a show. So if you want to book me for your event, no stress. Book us,
Monday
phone
to
me.
Friday, yeah.
Phone me, we talk about it. If you come to an event, there's specific policies that we follow to how we treat the hosts. We say how many rooms we want. We say when do we have to be there, how many rounds we want. There's a whole thing that we work with. But spinning isn't there yet on a calendar, on a way that we can say there's contracts.
But you can make that happen.
You can.
You are the leaders. You are one of the leaders in this game. So people are going to follow your lead.
We can make it happen, but you know, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go there. I'm going to say about it. Say something that's been pissing me off.
Tell them,
pisses all of us off.
Tell them.
Right here, right now. I don't care if you're a promoter, you're a fellow spinner. This goes to anyone that hosts an event. Bad Company will spin for free anywhere in the world if there's no one at the gate putting out their hand, collecting money.
Oh, yeah.
We will spin for free. That's the first thing. The second thing is, give you an example. People book us for an event. They don't promote the show properly. Yeah. Or there's a problem with the crowd, like it rains, or there's a problem where the crowd didn't come there. Attendance is not good. There's a problem.
So wait. Let me just hold what you're saying. Just let me reverse back to what I previously said.
Okay.
So now that happens in the event, they have a bad account, bad attendance, whatever. First thing, let's clear things up. That you as a performer and a spinner, that is not your fault. As a promoter, you should have contingency plans. If it's a rained out event, if something happens, etc., that's why you should try your best to accumulate as many sponsors as possible so that the spinner's purse for all the spinners is covered no matter what. All right? Again, that person will come directly to you because now he's dealt with you directly over the phone. You just said that. Now, if you are dealing through an agent or a manager, that does not become your problem. Because then you go, hey, sorry, with all due respect, you know, speak to Mrs. X. Mrs. X is the one who dealt with my bookings. You speak to her direct. And another thing, you should be, I don't know how you run your business, it's none of my business. But when you're getting booked on for an event, you should be getting a deposit already regardless. So that if anything goes wrong, at least your travel is covered.
You see, just to let you know, we have people that we know we're going to go to and they're going to look after us. So the deposit story is, and we're just speaking about it today, I have a thing where if it is a new promoter, a new place we're going to, you pay us a deposit, then it's cool. But the problem is that it comes to an event, after the show, they want to say, no, we must renegotiate, what.
Nah.
The problem is, and this is the crazy part, they come and they want to negotiate with you. And they want to say to you, okay, Chief, listen, you're doing it for the game, you're promoting yourself, blah, blah, blah.
Baba.
But you know what the problem is? The petrol attendant that's pouring your petrol to come there and to go back home, he's still going to be there if you're rich or you're poor. You have to get petrol, and you have to cover your costs. And the worst part is, that same person that's inviting us to come and spin, a host or a spin or whatever, when they have a crazy event and they make 20 times more than they were supposed to make.
They don't give you one.
They don't give us more.
They don't give you incentive or say, you know what, bro, you guys went an extra 5 rounds than I needed you on my contract. Here's a sticky,
so that is why we give value for money. We spend 5, 6, 7 rounds. I have my rounds, he has his rounds, we do our thing. But the problem always comes in is when we go and spin places. You have people that want to renegotiate, they want to mess us around. They don't want to give us decent accommodation, decent this, decent that. And the funny thing is, boss, we are a team, we brothers here. And we leave our homes and our families to go and spin and to do our jobs. We're not complaining, but the minute we leave our house to go spin, we are going there for a reason, for a purpose. Yes, we love spinning. Yes, it is what it is. It's our lifeblood. But people are making money on what we do.
Yeah.
And the problem is, it needs to be fair. And when we leave our families and we go to a spin event and whatever, we don't charge an arm and a leg to do what we do. People laugh at us and they're like, oh, we think you're so expensive, but you're not really. It's not about being expensive. It's not about charging. I'm talking stuff that other spinners have never spoken about before.
Sure.
We're talking about stuff that other people haven't touched. The subject hasn't been touched.
But it's relevant
And it's relevant because people need to know. And the thing is, boss, when we go and we do our thing, 1, 2, 3, gents, they need to be covered.
Yeah.
I'm the 4th person, but do you know I put these 3 gentlemen before I put myself? And it's not just because of the position I'm in. Yes, I'm the leader. Yes, I'm the driver. But I know his position. I know his position. I know his position.
For sure.
And someone needs to take responsibility for them and for me sometimes. And all I'm saying is, hosts, spinners, gents, ladies, anyone, pull up your socks.
You got to elevate the game to the next level.
You have to elevate it.
Everybody
Come to a
can
party
move
so we can all move forward.
Elevate the game to the next level.
Because if there's someone that's trying to knock 20 people just to push themselves forward, the next event they have, we're not going to go there.
But that's what, and I mean this respectfully and in a humble way, is you've worked yourself to a status or a brand or a superstardom where you can now afford to be selective about which shows you choose to go to and no go to. Because now you get to know which promoters are workable with or other promoters that are going to might like.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't say no to shows. I only say no to shows when we are booked. And that's the right way to do it. And I try and accommodate people, but the problem is, if I say this is a cost for Bad Company, we are 4. We need X amount of rooms, we need X amount of this, X amount of that. People need to understand that because we are different. And if you can't come to it and you say to me, boss, please, man, we really want you here, but you can't, I have to say no, because who's going to carry the burden of all the costs if we're going down to an event
and run at a loss?
And run at a loss.
Yeah.
Because there's maintenance on a vehicle. Thank goodness we have a couple of sponsors that look after us, that stand behind us. And, giving them the most exposure.
Yeah.
We try.
We
don't have a lot of sponsors. I have 2. And it's Sunny Spares. Yes, I'm saying it. Sunny Spares.
You can say it with pleasure. Open
Sunny
platform.
Spares, Darman family, thank you so much. You guys have looked after us forever. And Wheels and Smoke, you're there for us. And Rich Base, we have guys that are behind us all the time and push us to go forward. But the problem is, we can only go forward to a certain extent on other hosts of what they promise and what they actually deliver.
Yeah.
And with us, we can only give our best if we're happy. If we're not happy, boss, we're not happy. We can. It's so difficult to explain.
The spirit is broken.
It's like your spirit is broken.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
if you go to an event and you're going to get schneid, for the lack of a better word, But your performance energy just goes from 100 to like blah.
Yeah, exactly. And the Owens, and am I wrong, Majita? If they say to you, okay, Sharp, we're going to go to an event, but you're not going to get paid.
Sure.
If you leave your house and you know that, okay, we're going to a place for free, then it's most done. Then it's not a problem. But when you get there, but when you get there and someone says, no, this happened, that happened.
Shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
We need to elevate the game. We shouldn't be at that state already.
Exactly.
Spinning has grown so fast, so vastly in such a short amount of years, but it's grown. It's grown to a national sport, and the fastest growing motorsport in the African continent. You are proof of that.
Exactly.
So that shouldn't be happening already. The promoters, the drivers, the fans themselves need to elevate their game. We need to keep moving forward so that we can get on the international stage.
Yeah.
Because that's where we're aiming. Well, that's where
At
I'm
the end
aiming.
of the day, everybody's going to move forward.
Yeah.
Have to, bro.
We have to, and it's going to keep on evolving. Everything is going to keep on evolving. You know what, Vic? We saw something, and we showed each other the videos of people in America doing exactly what we were doing 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
They're doing it in America now.
So they call it, just to inform our viewers, so they know it as ghost riding or slideshows there in the States. The Arab United Arab States, they're doing it like on another level as well.
Differently.
And back in Australia, it's called the burnouts. They don't do stunts, but they have massive horsepower, massive burnouts. So eventually, all these strings are going to tie and make a rope, and we're going to get to that international stage, which we as South African spinners richly deserve. That's where we need to be. We need to be on that international stage that we have to push.
And I'm going to give a little how do you put it? A little piece of advice to upcoming spinners, to people that want to join spinning. They want to do it. Gents, spinning is so simple to join. You can get a car, lock a diff. You can get someone to build your car, and you can do your thing right now.
Yeah.
Veterans, people where we come from, far back years, getting arrested on the street corners, getting arrested for spinning in the streets and stuff like that. We got our stripes, we got our stars. But now spinning has become so easy where you can literally go buy an engine, do the conversion, get into the car, and do your thing. There's places to go to. There's places where you can spin all over the country.
Schools, lessons.
It's there. And even with us, people can come to us and ask us, we'll help. It's just, right now, people just need to know that spinning is for everyone.
It's always been,
and the thing is, it's always been, just like you say, it's always been for everyone. It's just people have always looked at it like, And now people are coming out and they're building their kids. Listen, here's a car for you, here's a car for you, go spin, go do your thing. And you spoke to me, Vic, and I'm actually going to talk about something that you most probably want to ask me. I'm going to say something that you said to me. The young cats that are in the game now, the young cats that are coming out in the game now, they are coming out and calling these crazy prices and crazy things, but they haven't earned anything. And it's not about proving yourself just to everyone and to yourself. It's about getting respect and going to events for free and getting knocked and getting the experience and getting those marks on your back that, listen, I went there, I can't pay this, I can't pay that, I can't pay this because this person knocked me. People don't have that anymore. The cats that are coming up now in the game,
they're expecting it.
They're expecting it, boss.
Yeah, man, that really
and you know what,
grinds me.
like that shit, man, it's so cuck because we'll go, we'll spin, we'll have a crazy time. We call our prices, we do what we want. But then another cat will come out and say, hey, why is Bad Company being treated like this? Why are they doing this? Why are they carrying on like this? Why? For what reason? Because we have been there, we've got our stars, we've got our stripes. We've been to the lowest of lows, we've been to the highest of highs. We're not saying we're the best. We're not saying that we were the worst. But we're saying we've got the experience. And this game, if you are not humble, you will be humbled. And when you become a person that's been humbled, you are gonna learn what it is to be a spinner.
Say it one more time, Scorpus. Say it one more time. That line, just say it one more time.
Boss.
Now say it one more time. I want you to say it one more time.
You know, I'm speaking from the heart. I don't even remember the shit I'm saying, Chief. It's just...
If you're not humble,
you will be
humbled. Also got to say, fellow respect for your fellow spinners.
Boss.
Respect the art of your fellow spinner, whether it be a superstar or a rookie on the block. Because we all started somewhere, my man. We all started spinning with locked up for 318, 323, not even a 325, nowhere near V8. We all started, so respect the superstars as well as the guys that are just learning.
Exactly, boss.
Fellow respect for your fellow spinners.
Yeah, and boss, you know, giving respect to you know what? At a show, people that come, want to borrow this, want to borrow that, want to use this, want to use that. We are here to help, but we are here not to be taken advantage of.
Yes.
And Riaz is just laughing at me now. Do you know, I'm bringing up all the topics.
That's right, bro.
I'm bringing up all the topics.
Preach, baby, preach.
Right? Rasta can't even. Yo.
Listen, guys, this is what Spin Sessions is all about. It's an open platform. We had bad company here.
You know what,
we're going to have bad company back here because they got a lot to say. We're just running out of time here, bro.
I got one more thing. One more thing. If you want friends at a spin show, you got to have one thing, a toolbox. And if you haven't been to a show and come home with less tools, you're still going to get humbled, boss.
Sure.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever said, but I'm just being honest, when it comes to this game, what's up?
Toolbox.
Yo. But
ladies and gents, what can I say? You have been blessed with the presence and the conversations and the words by all four members of Bad Company right here on Spin Sessions. Listen, guys, we're going to have all of you back here. We have got so much more to share and inform our viewers. We're going to have you back. But if there's anything I learned from this whole hour and a half that we've been here, it might be edited to a little bit smaller, but the hour and a half that we've been there is one thing. Remain humble, or you will be humbled. Ladies and gents, you're chilling right here with Vic Podal, loudest white boy on African soil. Spin Sessions.
The baddest
company.
The baddest company.
So this week's shout-outs, ladies and gentlemen, go to the fallen heroes of spinning, the ones that are resting in power. My good friend Mads Asim, all the way from Kimberley, opened up a huge door for so many spinners in the Kimberley and Bloemfontein region through his efforts through Monster Mob. Mads, we miss you, man. I miss your events. He was one of the few promoters that put competition into events. Mads, may you rest in power. Next up, Sabu, aka Terminator. Man, there is a lot of people and a lot of spinners that are spinning because of you, my man. You were aggressive and you threw some serious stunts. May you rest in power.